Here's my prediction.
Okay.
And I will move to Costa Rica with Rush Limbaugh if I'm wrong.
Well, Glenn Greenwald lives there, he lives
in Brazil.
He lives in Brazil.
Yeah.
Here is my prediction, and I am 100% convinced of this. I think the media hates Romney. I think the Republican Party hates Romney. I think the media, as much as we hate the media, I think they've woken up and realized they were wrong. They gave Bush
a pass.
I don't think they're capable of asking Romney tough questions. What they're going to do is fight a proxy war against whomever Romney nominates for vice president. Whomever Romney nominates will be treated worse than Sarah Palin. They will find stuff on Rubio, Portman, Kasich. It doesn't matter who he picks.
If he picks Chris Christie, I mean, he's going to be a huge target.
Whoever he picks, and it's probably going to be somebody who's this guy? They have to find somebody whom we never heard of.
Really?
Well,
if they go Chris Christie, it's because they're a big tent party. That's what I understand.
He's a large man.
Nobody holds up. No Republican candidate holds up to scrutiny. Look at who.
Well, then maybe would he pick like Tim Pawlenty or someone like that who just seems like he's bland and doesn't have any
all these guys
in his closet?
All these guys in the Republican Party are dirty.
Who's the one guy that they wanted to run for president?
Mitch Daniels.
Mitch Daniels. Why wouldn't he be his running mate?
Because if you're a Republican, and this is not biased, this is a fact. If you're a Republican politician, you are filthy. You are lousy. I'm being serious. You are lousy with money from the oil and the tobacco lobbyists. And if people are looking, they will find stuff on you. They are filthy. And you saw it in the Republican debates. These guys who ran were all repulsively dirty. They were repotted Spiro Agnews, each and every one of them. So he's going to have to pick an unknown and hope that between...
nobody gets to know.
And that's why Romney was able to win the nomination, too, is because all of the other candidates... You know, in the primary, when they would have their moment of, Herman Cain is on top.
Yeah.
Or, they all had their moment, every one of them, of like being the front runner. And the minute anyone got information about them,
like, boy, I forgot. That's right.
And that's why they went with an unknown. Palin was an unknown. Nobody knew anything about her. The same way Nixon went with Spiro Agnew.
Eagleton.
Yeah, that's a little different. But what I'm saying is they're going to have to say, let's get somebody who nobody knows anything about, and we'll keep it secret between now and November. But they can't. And there's a groupthink in the media right now. I guarantee you they're saying, look, we can't go after Romney. That'll make us look biased. They find one thing about Marco Rubio that will be blown. Even I know I'm going to be sitting there in September going, okay, look. All right, he killed 5 hookers, but I think they're overreacting. I mean, there are other things to talk about besides the 5 hookers.
I think they're going to pick Chris Christie just because he attracts voters by gravity.
He's a big person, is what you're saying.
Yes,
and you know what? But you know what? He's too liberal, though. I think because he's not against gun control, although he is against portion control. But
there was protesters occupying his pants. Do you know that they mistook it for a sausage tent?
He
came out for the stand your ground round law. Which is just weird.
Yeah. As you know, I get all my information from the newspapers. I don't watch television. Does he have a weight problem? Is this
his campaign slogan when he ran for governor was Chris Christie. It's a glandular condition.
They are, I guarantee you, whoever he nominates, the media is going to say he had 4 months to pick somebody, and this is what he came up with. And they'll take it easy on Romney all the way through Election Day. But his I pity whoever he picks. to be his vice president.
Maybe he'll pick a Hispanic and he'll go crazy. But I don't think Marco Rubio is going to be the guy.
Well, I don't think Marco Rubio qualifies as Hispanic.
Over. I think Barack Obama successfully triangulated, and I think it's all over. I think
except for the fact that they could end up buying the election.
They say they could. They could steal it. So did you hear? What about that guy in Pennsylvania, David, who said that they passed their voter ID law, so now we've won the state for Romney. Did you hear about that?
No.
Yeah, that actually happened. So who was that guy? He was some kind of...
He was like a state legislator.
Yeah. So that's what. So they're suppressing the vote, and I think Barack. That if they do lose, like they'll do a loss like Al Gore did. And they just won't fight for it enough. And they're not. They're letting this kind of stuff happen way too much. They should have been way out in front of this a year ago.
Right, but you know what? I think actually that if there was a situation in November that was, say, exactly like Gore and Bush in Florida. And if you put Barack Obama in the Al Gore spot in that situation, and as an incumbent, I think that there would be a really strong move on the Democrats and on Barack's part to not let that stand the way that Al Gore did.
Yeah, I hope so.
Because I think there'll also be the outrage,
there's already president.
The outrage of the country that's maybe starting to like having health care and all that.
I hope. Yeah.
Well, you know what? I wanted to say this, that the plan is already 10% more popular than it was the day before the ruling.
Right.
So the ruling gave it momentum, and now people are starting to discover what's in it, like me even. And people are, and they always say, that the majority of people are against this plan. Well, they don't tell you this part, that half of those people who are against it because they don't think it goes far enough.
Right.
So they'd leave out that. It's a pretty important, there's lies, damn lies, and statistics, and that's one of those ways people can totally lie using a statistic by saying that the majority of Americans are against the Affordable Care Act,
because they present it as if they're against the Affordable Care Act because they don't want affordable care.
Yeah, I want affordable hair. How do I? Are hair transplants covered in this? So Bain Capital, it appears that Obama is gaining traction in the swing states by hammering Mitt Romney on Bain.
And
holding him accountable for the crimes against our economy.
Well, so Romney can't run on his business record or his being governor record.
Right. He's got nothing.
And even
to
the
run
Olympics was, he went and he got money from the government and things for the Olympics.
So he can't. He's got nothing to run on, and Barack Obama now can run on his health care plan that I think people are for.
Now, today, David Korn, one of the great journalists, he writes for Mother Jones, tells us that when Romney was running Bain, he invested in a medical waste firm, and one of their chief responsibilities, and they were the biggest medical waste firm in America when it came to disposing of aborted fetuses.
Yes, but Romney made money from that from conception. So.
And in his defense, he would stand over the dumpster and convert each fetus to Mormonism. That's. I mean, how do you? It's the kind of thing when you look at Romney. George W. Bush, when he was running for re-election, we all knew he was the worst president in the history of modern American politics.
And that was before Katrina.
Yeah.
He was the worst president in modern American history starting in 1776.
Yes. I think there was somebody in the Articles of Confederation time who was...
Isn't that neat?
But I think Romney, I am a Democrat, and I will hate whoever the Republicans put up against Obama. But is Romney so bad he's great? Are we overlooking? If this guy is all over the map on everything, by September, are we going to have independents say, well, he's a pragmatist. He's
well, he can't. He is a pragmatist. The fact that he got that health care passed in in Massachusetts shows that he's capable of governing and he's capable of being a moderate. But he had to throw that all away, and now he's owned by the extreme
and the Republican
right
Party
wing.
has changed.
And other people can say, well, you know what? If he gets elected, he won't be beholden to the right wing, which is implausible to me. But he can never say that.
Right.
He can't really shake that Etch-a-Sketch the way he wants to, because he can't come out and say, you know, if you elect me, you know, I'm gonna make all these things happen, because he's following the strict extreme right wing talking point, and he can't go away from that.